Hey guys, welcome back. How we doing, my friends? Today I thought I would show you how I've used my B6 Slim Jibun Techo for the last 6 months because it's turning into July, and it's a very simple planner for myself. I don't it's like no frills, no fun except for on the cover. Um, so start off with, this is a B6 Slim from Speckle Fawns. It's a Kodiak with a Kodiak pocket and a Black Beauty pocket that wraps. I had the heart cut out. This is a notebook from Midori. Is that right? Anyways, it's all the places I've been, and I keep it with me because just on a whim, we will stop somewhere. And then this is an information that I have to fill out for the COVID-19 for a doctor's appointment, because you have to do that now to see if you have COVID or been in contact with somebody with COVID. And this is a paper clip that was gifted to me. On my elastic, I have just some Pandora beads and a leader that I found while I was out on one of my treks, and it's a fishing leader. Joke on myself. Let me have some coffee. There. And at the bottom I always have elephants and something else, but this one just happens to have 2 elephants. Inside, oh, I probably should have warned you. I'm inappropriate, as you can see. This is a bookmark that was gifted to me, and I actually glued it with beacon glue so that it was there forever, as long as I can keep it there. Has not come off yet. I'm waiting for it. These are address labels. I have a sticker, a pin number, and oh, that will have to come when I get there. So I'm trying to stay in frame here. It's very basic. Oh, yeah, didn't cover my address. Anyways, I went on JetPens and found out what all these sections were supposed to be, roughly, and I use them to my own accord, but I was kind of neat to see. I do not use the yearly overviews. This, I track my cycle and other things, little things. These are my dreams for 2020. I wanted to quit smoking. I wanted to buy myself a Jeep and my husband a truck. I wanted to get 3 months ahead on bills. All good there. Some projects I wanted to finish. Plan a vacation. And this one. If y'all don't like potty words, don't look. Plan a motherfucking vacation and go on the damn thing. But this is not the year to be doing that, obviously, to the craziness in the world. This is my budget. I don't actually do a budget. It's what my bills are and what I pay when I pay them. This here is a sticky note that's a running log of payments I make on a credit card in a particular month. And you'll see that I make multiple payments to a certain card because sometimes I'll make a really big purchase and I hate having it roll over to the next month, so I'll try to get it paid off as soon as possible. So at the end of the month, I will tally up all the payments I made on that particular card. See, there's 3 different ones here on my Chase card. Just wipe it right out and then add it in there. The Japan map, sometimes I will write that's my daughter's laptop. I apologize. How do I make it stop? Just do along with it for a minute there. Sorry, I'm gonna shake this a lot because I've got you propped up on a stack of books here so I could get it high enough to show. And I'm actually sitting this direction. So it's kind of awkward. In the past, I've used the travel map section, the Japan map, for quotes and doodles and whatever. I don't have. Oh, I wanted to show you something before I go any further. In the past years, I used the A5, and like I said, I'm pretty inappropriate. Is it this book here? So I'm going to try to get to the page there. The page back here that has all the information about the Jibun, but it's not in English, I have doodled on it. Like, this is my A5 from last year. And all these characters represent somebody in my family. Because that's what I think of when I see them. Okay. So there's that. And I also have, in the past, how did I use this page last year? Oh, I gotta flip it around. I'm sorry. I am so not with it today. What is that? The Japan map? Did they have it in this one? What's the next one? Should I change it up a little bit? But I would put just little funnies. Just little funny things that I thought were comical. But like I said, inappropriate. So close an eye. Nobody will know you're looking. Okay, this is what my ideal week of cleaning should look like. But I hurt myself at work, and I've had to have multiple surgeries, and I'm going in for another surgery soon. So I can't clean like I normally would. So I pick a spot, and I'll do the best I can, and then maybe finish it on another day. So that's what I would like it to look like, but it doesn't happen. Favorite phrases. That one says, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. And then the definition of a selenophile is a person who loves the moon. I love the moon. Absolutely love it. Recommendations, nothing. My book list, I got a couple of books on there that I started reading earlier. A movie list, all the movies I've seen so far. Thanks to the self-quarantine stay at home, I got to watch some movies this year. Gifts I've received, who they're from, gifts I've given so far. Just random ones, not like birthday presents or anything. 2 promises to myself so far. I have not promised anybody anything else, because that was my one thing this year. I was going to stop promising people stuff and overdoing and stretching myself too thin and stressing myself right out. So, nothing on these. This is the beginning. Just choked on my coffee. Good Lord. He's going to slap me. Anyways, this is a tracking system. A lot of people I've seen track like habits that they want to get under control or make something a positive part of their life. I have tracked past seasons of TV shows I liked in here. If I have a book that I'm reading, I will check off each chapter, because I like to, I'm a book nerd. I love to learn, so I pick up history books and just weird topic books to learn about, and then I will check off as I go. But this year, I did it as a pain tracker, because I am trying to get on a better understanding of my body, and to work with my doctor to figure out why. I do have arthritis. I have psoriatic arthritis, osteoarthritis, and I believe we're looking at it at possibly being rheumatoid as well. Plus, I've had surgeries on my elbows and getting some surgery on my shoulder. My wrist has carpal tunnel, tendonitis. So, the air conditioner is going to kick on. Like it's not freezing enough in here already. Knock it off. Shut off. So yeah, I track my pain. And if a certain part of my body does not hurt, I won't put it in here until it starts to hurt. And then I will mark it throughout the month as the pain goes up or down. And if it stops, I just stop doing it altogether. But this month, I decided to do some tracking on some home things like my dishes, vacuuming, sweep, laundry, because my arm can only do so much. And then I also wanted to track my victories, which were if I'm in a good humor, I was productive, affectionate, at peace, if I listened, if I was patient, or if I was needy. And then also my defeats, whether I was rigid, anxious, had anxiety attacks, panic attack, I was overwhelmed, I was sad, I had no energy, I was stressed or irritable, because this whole pandemic thing has gotten me all kinds of shook, you know? So I wanted to try to stay on top of that and see how I'm doing now, because past months has been pretty rough. This is next month. I've already wrote in the parts of my body and the colors that go with that part so I can follow the color chart across. I don't start here. I start down here, and if, say, on the first, my back is killing me and it's at 8, I'll put a dot here and then go from there. If it's a 0, I'll start that dot here, but in their respective color. And I'm getting back on that because the world is opening up again, and I need to let my doctor know how things are going. So yeah, that's how I use that. Then my monthly calendar. Didn't do much in November because I was still using a previous one. December. This is basically where I put my doctor's appointments, bills, any spending, and like holidays and birthdays I will mark in here. And then big reminders. Like this month, my son wanted me to make him a planner so that he could be on his bills. So I did that. Very simple, no frills. This was a vacation we were going to take, but then the COVID outbreak came through the news and we just said no thank you. So yeah, it's very simple. This month was a little decorative because it's kind of like blah, you know, you need to get out of your funk and get up and do stuff. Oh, I wanted to tell you, so you know, these are the pens I use for my body pain tracking. They're Colettos, high-tech Coletto 5s, 5 inserts, very easy to refill. I don't care for them because they're chunky, which is why I only use them in that section. And once they're done, I'm not going to use these anymore. I might actually give them away. For my everyday planning, I use the Pilot G-Tech C.25. My lawn maintenance man is mowing the lawn. Of course, just because I wanted to video. This is my second pen of the year. I actually used one full pen up, but not just in here and other things. I used one pen. I was determined to use a whole pen up, and it worked. And then I use an eraser ball, 0.38 for appointments. It's very inexpensive. I used to use the friction pens, which work phenomenal. I love them, but I wanted to give these a try because they're so inexpensive and they do erase the same. So I will write, like, I have my surgery coming up, and that could change. And in past times, I didn't use it, and things get rescheduled on me. I don't even know if I have one in here. Oh yeah, see, like, canceled, and I have to put an arrow because of the COVID stuff. I just went ahead and put it in pen. Could have erased it and done something else, but so yeah, I used that for that. Sometimes if I need a highlighter, I will use the friction highlighters by Pilot. Very good pens. So for my I have to have a COVID test before my surgery to make sure I'm clear. And then I have my surgery, and then I have to use the blue medical soap for a couple of showers before my surgery, just to get the bacteria and everything cleaned away. And I write my bills sideways, even if I don't owe them. Like, I have credit cards that are empty. Oh, excuse me, paid right off. I still put it there to make sure I check on that card a couple days before it's due, just because sometimes I forget that I've made a purchase somewhere, and duh, you know, it needs to be paid, and I don't want anything not being paid. I check my credit karma, usually on the bottoms, you'll see. I check my credit karma on Mondays. I pay, my trash pickup is on Monday. I weigh in every Wednesday. Paydays for me, paydays for my husband. I do savings. Any money that's left over from the week before, I throw right into savings. I do my budget on Fridays, and then nothing on Saturday or Sunday. That's my chill days. So that's how I use that. Future, I just put it on sticky notes. I need to schedule an appointment with my gyno for my yearly checkup. So that's not changing. I have to call and do that. Yeah, I put stuff on sticky notes for the future. I gotta check my heat and oil level, because this season I do it every couple of months. I make sure that I go down and check it. These are some things I wanted to do back in the beginning of the year that open up during that time. Like the lighting of the lobster trap tree down in Gloucester, Massachusetts. They make a tree out of lobster traps and string it with lights, and then they light it up. I think it's fantastic. And I have not made it down yet, and I've been trying for 3 years. Maybe this year, maybe. So that's how I use my months. And then my weeklies. Let's see. Very simple. No, I don't usually color or anything like that. Sometimes I don't finish a week, but I try to log what I'm doing, how long it's taken me to do. That way, if I wake up and my arm or my back is killing me so bad, I can reference to why. I'm like, oh yeah, I washed my kitchen floor. That's why I'm dead. So yeah, very simple. I put in, like, this is a lady who passed away that I grew up knowing for many, many years. So she's in there, and eventually she'll go in another book. But very simple. Things I needed to buy will go here. Things I want to clean that I know haven't been cleaned in a while, I will get on it as best I can. Very simple. On the bottom here, I usually write purchases throughout the week. I'm bad. I buy a lot of shit that I don't need. So I'm trying to track myself on that. My eating habits are here. And top priorities. I tried that the circle calendar from the Jibun stencil to track your sleep. Didn't care for that. So we did that for 1 week. These were appointments that I had. I like to make them stand out so I don't forget and be lazy that day and then skip it. I had to do this shit. That's what it says. Do this shit. Things I want to buy. Tracking my medication for morning and night. No spend. I put myself on a COVID spending freeze because we didn't know where anything was going at that time, and it was kind of scary. So no spending. Kind of, what does that say? Oh, bars and restaurants closed, small businesses closed, and school closed. I had to take out money from my rent. I bought some vitamins and some more vitamins. That's all I spent. I tried that sleep thing again to see my sleeping, because I wear a Fitbit and it tells me my sleeping patterns, and I started going into the app every day and looking back. I go in every day and was logging how my sleep was. Not for me, too lazy for that, so we don't do that no more. There we go. Very simple. Very, very simple. Air conditioner's coming. Go away. I was reading a book on the zodiacs and the astrology and all that. So I did a weekly horoscope thing. That was kind of cool. Really neat. And I only did what it's like, it's a good day to go outside and meet new people. Or I wrote things like that just so I could see if it was actually true. Not bad. Let's see. Last week, I challenged myself to a no spend. I failed. I did so good, and then I failed. I bought a speckled fawns ready to ship notebook, kind of like this, but in tumbleweed. I was naughty, but I did. The rest of the one, not so bad. This is this week. I had to, if I have to do anything important, I will put it up here. Like, I had to get my medical records for an appointment that I got next week, which is an IME, which is an independent medical exam. And that is to deem whether my surgery that is coming up is necessary under a workers' comp situation, because I hurt my arm. They wanted to make sure that that injury is due to a work-related issue. So that's that. And then my looking back, anything big in my life, I write down here. It doesn't even have to be like major, but yeah, like I paid off my car, that's in there. I paid off a credit card like that, that's in there. Don't use these. Past years, I've pasted pictures on top of these, and it looks really neat as this as a background. And then personal data. I know me. This never leaves home, so it doesn't need all that. So that was that. And then in the back, it just slips in. Back here, I got the stickers for the tabs, and then the Hobo Weeks. I purchased all these monthly kits thinking that it would help me use my month spreads. No, they damn look pretty, but I don't use them. Piece of vellum I got either Michael's or Hobby Lobby's. I know I got this sticker at Hobby Lobby's. Hobby Lobby. And this is the life book. That's all it comes with, is this saying life. I add to. And this, my life streams. 100 wishes, which is basically my bucket list. And please, if you have never made a bucket list, you should. All the little things you wanted to do, all the big things you wanted to do, and challenge yourself to do them. Like, I am 42 years old, and I have never flown a kite. Never in my life. So that's on there. I want to do that. To owning a pair of Christian Louboutin shoes. I think they're cool, but probably never going to happen. But places I want to go, things I want to try, things that I've done, like I've gone to a Fisher Cats game. I've always wanted to go there. They're a local baseball team that's like a AAA league, I believe, and minors. Some quotes. Life plan. Looking pretty exciting there. These are I use them for birthdays, holiday. I don't write holidays in here because holidays change, but birthdays I put in here, or if I've had a big procedure done, I will put it in here. These are the Japan travel maps. Normally I would write in here places I go and things I do for that year. just because it's cool to look back to see all the places you've gone. Like, I used to hike all the time, go places every weekend. Um, this is a summary on myself. It's good to take a step back and look at yourself and just get it all out writing so you can reaffirm to yourself certain things. Like, I'm still a work in progress, da 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 da. It's pretty cool. My Bill of Rights. I don't know if you can read this, but if you can, pretty cool thing to just take a second, pause, and read. These are my personal. You have your right to your own privacy. You have the right to be safe. You have the right to put yourself first. You know, it's pretty cool. And then I'm 100% done with is something I decided to do because I am very easily sucked into other people's drama and try to fix people, try to fix a situation, beating myself down, all that type of thing is in there. I like a mind map of who I am. These are books that I've read that are on my book list to be read. This is my actual year. Did I put a sticky? Yeah, I use my news. I put me here, my medical stuff here, things that are happening with my family, and things that are happening with the world. That's pretty much what this is meant for. But I use, like in the beginning you just saw, I used the unused pages for other things. And it goes all the way up to your, like 100. The previous page is a family tree. I put my family tree in it and don't use the second one. Doctors, phone numbers. This is my personal contacts. In here, I have passwords to websites. Financial, I don't use. This is my medical stuff. Certain procedures that I've had done, to things I'm allergic to, medications I'm taking. Sorry, I'm getting really quiet on you. And then the third book is just an idea book. This I added. Got it from Joanne Fabrics. Same with that. My index. I'm a sucker for comic book movies. These are all the movies they've ever produced, and all the ones with a check I have seen. These are the DC comic book movies. My undo list. Fearing the unknown. Poisoning my thoughts. Forgetting my power. Feigning a smile. Fretting about the future. On and on. Some mind mapping. For the love of myself. My daughter's awake. A project I'm crocheting. Poshmark purchases. TV shows. So when you're lacking something to do and you want to watch something good, you can go back and remember what shows you were watching, what channel they were on, what season you're at. Blank. Purchases on a card. This is when I was paying off my car. I was making notes. My fossil bags I own. That was the astrology notes I was taking. Books. Just other collections that I have that I wanted to keep track of. Another crochet project. I got a Velcro Slippy. Business card, a little... that was in a magazine. Just some little bits. Sticker. Envelope to a gift card for a restaurant. I have another notebook here. A dollar bill. Oops. A sticker. A business card. And these are all notes that I take pretty much about myself. Some of the things are in this one as well. In the big book. So that's in there. Other than that, there's nothing else back there. This thing smells so delicious. And that's the back. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about anything in there, leave them down below. I'd be glad to answer them. If you want to know where I got anything, I can also let you know if you just ask in the bottom. Yeah, so thanks for coming by, guys. Thank you for watching, and hit like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear some more from me. In the bottom, drop down little things you'd like me to try to do or show you guys, and I'd be glad to do it. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.